Hey guys, HylianLuke here. Super Mario Sunshine has always had a special place in my heart growing up, and as I've grown up playing the game, I have noticed that my method of fighting Gooper Blooper in Rico Harbor and Noki Bay has changed over the years as I learned new skills and tactics from replaying the game all these many years. So that's what this video is going to be about. I'm going to show off the different fighting styles I have used to fight Gooper Blooper over these many years of owning the game. Let's get started. To start, we'll go with the most basic, obvious method Nintendo intended for us to do, which is to spray Gooper Blooper with Flood, dodge or jump on Gooper Blooper's tentacles, grab said tentacle, and then pull it off of Gooper Blooper. We rinse and repeat this 3 additional times to get all of the tentacles off. And then, to damage Gooper Blooper, we have to approach Gooper Blooper and pull the cork in its mouth. We just keep pulling back until Mario lets go of Gooper Blooper's mouth, and voila! We've damaged the giant squid. We repeat this process once more, and then Gooper Blooper will be defeated. This is the method I used to do all the time as a kid, but let's look into another method I've learned. Okay, so before we get into this second method, I really do think we should give Gooper Blooper a nickname so I don't have to keep saying Gooper Blooper over and over again every time I have to refer to him. I've already said it, let's see here, 11 times. Not much, but kind of repetitive to say the least. To shorten this, let's just call Gooper Blooper Goop. Okay. Now on to the method. For the second method, as I fought Goop in the past, I started to learn how the mechanics of the fight actually work, as well as how Goop responds to certain actions you have Mario perform. One of these mechanics I noticed is that Goop depends on its front 2 tentacles for almost all of its offense attacks against Mario. While this is the case, the 2 other tentacles Goop has in the back are practically never used. The only time Goop uses the back tentacles is when Goop attacks Mario with all 4 tentacles from being sprayed by Mario's Flood. Because of this, I made up a new method of fighting Goop. It's the same method as method 1, but with less steps. Instead of pulling off all 4 of the tentacles Goop has, I just pull off the front 2 tentacles Goop uses to attack Mario. Afterward, I grab Gooper Blooper's mouth and pull until I can't pull anymore to damage our slippery creature. Repeat this process once more and boom, mission complete! As a side note, I should mention that even when Mario is pulling on Goop's mouth, the back tentacles will not attack Mario. As long as the front 2 tentacles are gone, you're golden. Now here is the third and final method I have learned for fighting Goop. I find this method to be the fastest way, so please bear with me as I attempt to explain how all of this works. As I have mentioned before, Goop's back tentacles do not attack Mario unless Mario sprays Goop with Flood, meaning you have to pull off the front 2 tentacles to hurt Goop, right? Well, that's actually incorrect. That's right, it is actually possible to defeat Goop without pulling off a single tentacle. To do this, spray Goop a couple times to get all the ink off of it, and be sure to avoid any attacks Goop may throw at you. Once all the ink is off of Goop, stand at a good distance from Goop and spray Goop with Flood. Time it well, but before Goop can hit you, jump in the air and ground pound. If done right, Goop's attacks will go right through Mario and hit the ground. As the ends of the tentacles hit the floor, Mario will ground pound the tentacles and flatten them. For this trick to work correctly, it is vital that you ground pound the front 2 tentacles, but if you get 3 or all 4 of them, that's fine as well. Right when Mario stands up from the successful ground pound on the tentacles, run to Goop's mouth and begin pulling. However, you do not have to pull as long as you usually do for the fights. Usually for the fight, you just think, keep pulling until I damage it, right? Well, this is actually not entirely true. When pulling on Goop's mouth, you may have noticed that Goop's eyes go from normal eyes on a blooper to purple eyes with black X's on them. This change is actually a signal for Mario to let go of Goop's mouth to cause damage to him, since the mouth has been pulled a certain distance. For the other methods, the reason you're able to damage Goop when pulling on the mouth is because Mario will reach the pull limit. And when you pass the limit, Mario has no choice but to let go of the mouth and cause damage to Goop. So to summarize this method, spray Goop's mouth, avoid attacks, spray again, time a solid ground pound onto the tentacles, grab and pull Goop's mouth, let go of Goop's mouth the second you see Goop's eyes turn purple, and then repeat it once more. A little confusing at first, but makes sense when you put it into practice. Plus, as a little knowledge bonus, all of these methods work on all Gooper Blooper boss battles. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please let me know. I'm usually not one to show off my knowledge or whatever for video games, but I really wanted to put this out there for you guys to learn from. So again, if you enjoy these tips or whatever, I would really love it if you gave the video a like. Also, I would love it if you considered subscribing to the channel. Every like and subscription helps me out, so please consider doing one or the other, or even both. Lastly, I do have social media stuff in my description, so be sure to check it out for my Twitter, Facebook, Discord servers, and my Twitch channel. Once again, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and if you want to see more Super Mario Sunshine videos like this or whatever, please let me know in the comments. HylianLuke signing off. Ciao!